Obviously, the return to the office situation remains incredibly fluid. And as we look ahead, there are a number of unknowns that we'll have to continue to navigate. There's, for example, many questions about the connections between return to the office and what it's going to mean for organizations' talent strategies. Right now, most companies, from what we heard, are not seeing that return to the office is a primary driver of employee turnover. There's been a lot of attention around the Great Resignation. There's been a lot of speculation that a lot of that has been due to companies either offering or not offering flexibility. And what we heard from companies is they're not necessarily seeing that. They're seeing that maybe based on their plans and how that aligns with employee preferences, it perhaps is leading employees to be maybe starting to look around, a bit more curious about what might be out there, or to answer those recruiting calls when they come in. But often employees aren't leaving necessarily because of flexibility. They're leaving because of better offers that are, higher salary, better job title, et cetera. So certainly it seems like return to the office and flexibility is, prompting this or playing a role, but it's not a primary driver currently. But how that changes depending on how the economy and labor market change in the months and years ahead will certainly be something to monitor. A second piece is, getting employees back to the office is certainly one piece of the puzzle, but really kind of thinking about how to promote connectivity and culture among an increasingly hybrid and dispersed workforce is probably the next frontier in this space. These will be challenges that companies will have to continue to tackle in the days ahead around how do we really build a cohesive culture and connect employees, regardless of where they may be sitting in the organization or their particular work arrangement, to their colleagues, their peers, their coworkers, and the culture at large. And finally, while it's again great to get leaders on board and kind of bought into these efforts, we also need to make sure that they're equipped to manage and lead in this new environment. And certainly there's a lot of efforts underway across different companies in terms of building that managerial capability for leading in a remote and hybrid world.